Funky's a probably good word for this drum. As you've just seen, this is the, and recognised probably by now, this is the Greb signature snare drum. And of course, it took me nigh on 10 years to get hold of one of these. And when I do, a few months later, they issue a new one. Which is fine, because I think if I do get my hands on one of the newer ones to review, I mean, it's an interesting concept. It's got the internal dampeners in it, if you haven't seen it. Kind of the same really as this. I think they've replaced this rubber thing as with an inlay of wood. But this is a 13 by 5.75 snare drum, and as I'm sitting here waving this around, I've just basically sat down and done a whole bunch of these. If you hadn't worked out by now, I do a lot of these all in one go. That's why I'm wearing generally the same clothes. It's not because I own only one set of clothes. But I've just been doing my VK 14 6.5 cast bronze snare drum, which weighs probably about 35 pounds or so. And I'm sitting there struggling to sort of like hold this one up, and you know, this one I can hold up with my little finger. It's so light. It's lovely. I've wanted one of these drums ever since I first saw one, and it was one of those things that kind of like put off and put off and put off and put off, and then I saw one that it was slightly shop soiled. I think the head was basically a little dirty. And the shop was basically selling it off for, you know, a good chunk of change off. So I thought, you know, I'll jump on that. They never seem to ever come up on eBay or anything secondhand, so it seemed like a good price. And I bought it, and of course the very next week another one came up on eBay secondhand. It's the way life goes. And I think subsequently I have actually seen another one come up as well, but you know, I'd never seen one come up on secondhand on eBay, so you know, I'm happy anyway. But this drum, there's a reason why it's so highly regarded, I think. I mean, and you know, there's a reason why Greb always used two of them on his kit. He had one sort of tuned in a more medium sort of, probably around there, I think, sort of tensioning, and then the left side one he had a lot lower, and I think that says a lot about the drum. If you can get a good high sound out of it, or a good medium sound out of it, and also be able to tune it low as well, to me that's mark of a good drum. And a good versatile drum as well. Now, it's a 13 by 5.75, as I think I said. It's a Beech Shell as well. Very sharp. I'm assuming they're 45s, but very sharp bearing edges there. I can't remember how thick the shell is. Snare beds sort of to there, and it's what is it? 8 lug, 2. Yeah, so it's eight double-ended sort of. You know, I'm going to call those SQ2 lugs. I'm not actually sure if that's the official name for them, but they're certainly the lugs that are on my SQ2. So. You know, I just triple flange tubes as well. You know, I mean, it's just the mechanisms for the very sort of standard Sonor one. I mean, it's one of those ones that just falls down at the side, goes on. It's sort of off there. I mean, so that's definitely off there, but it's not really designed to do. Really much more than on-off. I mean, you got the butt plate as well, which is kind of funky. But actually, you know, as I say, that funky's a probably good word for this drum. It's a good size. It goes up, it goes down. I'm not gonna blast the hell out of it going all the way up and all the way down. You know, I'll give you an idea. But the thing is Greb uses these all the time. Go watch Greb play them. You know, I'm not going to do it justice in that sense. But as far as these drums are concerned, though, if you're looking for something a little bit, I'm not going to say out there as such, but 13 by 5.75. I couldn't name any other snare drums that are in those dimensions. I mean, if you want something that's a little bit more poppy, in terms of the crack that you can get, but it is really versatile. You could probably do a lot worse than actually get hold of one of these. And since they have actually just introduced, like I said, a slightly updated version, which has got a couple of internal dampeners, so which you can move up and down from the outside. You may be able to pick one of these up a little bit cheaper if anyone's still got them in stock. But yeah, it's one of those things that I took it out, played it. I'm like, why did I wait so long? I don't know. It's one of those things. Yeah, you always kind of have it at the back of your mind. This was one of the few drums that I kind of had left on my bucket list to get. It was just, I was so impressed with hearing the prototype in Germany, and I'm not the biggest Benny Greb fan, but at the same time I am a fan of watching him play and what he does. And he's a German who understands the English sense of humour. And given that my wife isn't English, my wife and I have known each other for 10 years, and she still doesn't understand my sense of humour. The fact that a German can understand the English sense of humour and put it into practice, I think says an awful lot about the man. So my hat is off to him. But anyway, this is my Benny Greb signature Sonor snare drum. This is what it looks like. This is what it sounds like. Thanks for watching. See you next time.